Ryan Reynolds brings us Deadpool! Yay! This must feel great for you, because this has been a labour of love getting this made.
Yeah, it's been the best and worst relationship I've ever been in. It's 11 years. 11 years I've been trying to get this movie made. And then about a year and a half ago, somebody accidentally leaked it on the internet. Was that you? Was that super crazy? Was that you? Oh, no, I have nothing to do with that, yeah. I have nothing to do with that.
Very un-Canadian of you.
Yeah. My mom was like, what does this button do? Guess we're making the movie now. And it just went nuts. The people just started writing and flooding Fox with begging and pleading for the Deadpool movie to get made. And within 24 hours, we had a green light. We were making it. We were starting. Yeah,
Is that quick?
It was that quick. It was so undeniable, and it felt really good.
Hugh Jackman, you're back being Wolverine.
Yep.
So presumably that means...
Sorry to cut you off. That is the blueprint for actors. Like, when we saw this, every actor wanted to mimic what he did. And listening to his diet and his workout regimen, this is the blueprint.
This is CGI.
No. That's donuts and sugar right before you shoot. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Dehydrating yourself.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
But I wasn't directing at the same time.
Yes. But I mean, so obviously there's a lot of gym work, but the diet is even worse in a way.
That's the thing I didn't realise. Bodybuilders will always say their body is 70% their diet and only 30% their training. Because I assumed it was all about pumping iron, but it's a science. The whole eating thing is a science, and I complain about it all day long. I'm in this thing right now where I'm eating 5,000 calories a day. I'm just loading, eating, and I'm complaining. And my wife's like, shut up. If you complain about eating, I'm going to kill you. But, yeah.
Ryan, you and Blake have been married for...
Oh, God, don't do this to me. 4 years. 3 years.
Are you guessing?
It's 3 years.
I'm starting to believe it.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah, but we don't have. You just go, you know.
Okay, good luck with getting to 4. You've done well there.
That's a good shot right there.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at you just...
Beautiful and happy.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Sorry about that, yeah.
No, but to cheer us up, when you started kind of being interested in girls, you weren't as that cool or smooth with it.
No, not at all.
I don't believe it.
No. I went through puberty at like 27. Really? It was a freak thing. It was not good.
Who was the girl in school? The first girl.
Well, I was obsessed with this girl, Fiona Gorczynski, who she used to take the bus the opposite way of my actual home, and I would get on the bus just to sit next to her.
Wow.
For 45 minutes the wrong way.
Oh, there's something wonderful about that.
There was something wonderful. Yeah,
and moronic.
I love it when you're young, it's so cute. When you're older, it's just stalking. You're like on some kind of watch list. And but I remember when I couldn't have been more than, I don't know, 11 years old, and I was just about to get off the bus because enough is enough. I'm about to enter like Seattle or something. So I'm starting to get off the bus, and I decided to like kind of hit her with like this cool look or something, like this, like one of these like real sort of Don Johnson, Miami Vice kind of things.
Let me feel it.
Right? You feel that? Oh,
Yeah. I threw up in my mouth.
I do this move as I'm getting down off the bus, and I sort of delay a little too long, and the bus doors close on my backpack. On my backpack. And the bus just starts to leave. And I'm sort of like doing this, like banging on the side of the bus. The bus driver finally stops, opens the door, releases my, idiot backpack, and I could never look at her again. Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah.
Well, she's looking at you now.
Yeah, she sure is.
Can you imagine? She's like, he's the guy with the backpack.
He's the idiot with the Ren and Stimpy backpack.
I don't know if this story's true. Is this story true? It sounds unbelievable.
Oh, OK, I know the story. It's true.
How is that possible?
Well, it's my most embarrassing moment in life, where I was getting these headaches. It was my first job I'd done in a musical, and I was getting headaches, and I went to a naturopath, and he said, oh, you're dehydrated, you're sweating every night, so you need to drink 3 litres of water a day. I was like, 3 litres? So, of course, me being me, I drank 4 litres, right? I think it's 3 or 4. So I have a routine when I go on stage, and I was on about 5 minutes after the show goes up. I always pee when they say places. Places, ladies and gentlemen, you hear it, and I go and pee. So I peed. I'm waiting backstage, and I'm like, I've got to go again. I've got to go again. Oh, no, I've really got to go again. And that was my cue. So I walked on stage really needing to go again. And that first number was very energetic. And it was during that number where I pick up Belle, I literally have to pick her up, and as I'm picking her up, I'm like, oh. Now, that's when I realised the muscles you need to release to sing are the very ones you need to tense to hold on. So by the end of the number, I was literally bursting, and I managed to hold on. And I remember the girl playing Belle was looking at me because I was singing like this. And so I came to the last note. I was humiliated. I have to demonstrate this. So, front of the stage here, and the very final note's a big F sharp and big. And I say, will you marry? And I say a little line. I'm thinking, if I sing this note, I'm peeing my pants. If I don't sing this note, I'm humiliated in front of 2,000 people. Me! The show must go on.
Yeah. You get to wear the suit.
Yeah.
Which is a nice, you know, kind of like, I'm wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a big red body condom.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure.
But
call it a suit, whatever you want.
But Josh, like, it's really you that, like...
Hey! I'm really in the suit, okay? I'm sorry.
You should, like, put the suit on, sort of like...
It's just
Wiggle
like
into
a
it.
team of people that get that thing on.
Like
and I'm
a-
always like so terrified I'll like throw up in the mask or something. You know, I have all these weird. Oh yes,
Sneeze?
there's
Do you
a
ever
lot
sneeze
of.
in the
there's a
mask?
lot- I have to all the
You
time.
have sneezed.
You have one of those, like,
Remember that.
scratches that you just...
Yeah,
down.
no, nothing. There's nothing that can. There's no space in that thing at all. When I put it on, I can actually taste my own genitals. It's disgusting. It's just like. Yeah.
Do they roll you in talc or something?
I do. That's just when I get home for my
Like the
wife.
smell of lavender when you walk on set.
Right, yeah.
When Wolverine takes his shirt off, you're still in quite the condition. But for people who are kind of going, oh yeah, I'll go to the gym, I'll look like that. Describe like the lead up to a day when you know you're filming a shirt off scene.
Well, yeah. There's a thing called dehydration. So do not try this at home, but you can lose up to 10 pounds which is 4 kilos of weight on your surface. Like, so all of this under here is water. So you drink a lot of water for a week, getting up to maybe 10 litres a day, and then you stop about 30 hours before you film. And so for the next 10 hours, you're just peeing constantly because you've been drinking, so your body's used to it. And then all this water is going in. You have like a baked potato and a few other things that suck water from the inside, and then it's kind of not fun, but the results end up being pretty good. Again, do not try this at home.
Unless you're getting married next weekend.
Yeah,
Just for the final push for the dress.
Yeah. But you will have a massive headache for the entire wedding.
No, do you just feel awful? You must feel
bad.
terrible.
You feel bad and you have a headache.
Tell them about the meals. You standing on the set eating.
You eat every 2 hours, and it's
meal.
like 6,500 calories a day. So for me, it was a lot. And Mum, not your cooking either. Like steamed chicken and steamed broccoli,
That
not
was
like
it?
your beautiful stuff.
I love that you told stories about growing up because your dad, it was like he was training you for paparazzi. He was very snap-happy.
Yeah, he was. I was actually the saddest moment in our childhood, and these are uptown problems, was when they switched from film to digital. Because to my father, that was just like every day was the lottery. I mean, it was amazing because you could just take pictures and pictures and pictures, thousands of them. It could be like thousands of pictures of just a meatloaf that's blurry. And what he would do is at the end of the night, he would email everyone in the family all the photographs.
My dad does that as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is back when like the internet was made of a fax machine of wood. Like it was just
I spent ages uploading
absolute
like that
yeah.
when it went...
And then you would download all of these things, and it was so much material to download. You'd feel like the lights dim in your home. You'd be like, get out of money. Like, this must be costing a fortune. And I used to say to him, I was like, Dad, can you stop? You don't need to send every photo. Like, we don't need to see the blurry photo of the ceiling you took when you just edit yourself a little bit. Never did. So after a while, and I mean, I deeply regret this now. As an adult male, I have deep regrets for what I did. But I would take the camera sometimes in the middle of dinner, and I'd just go in the bathroom, and I'd just grab a quick shot of my penis. And then he'd email it to everybody. Nana, Aunt Kathy, Uncle Tim. Gramps got a few of those.
Did they think it was his, though?
No, well, that was his concern, which is what actually, in a weird way, made the whole thing work for me. So after that, he became a strict editor. So you'd get just 2 lovely family photos at the end of an evening, not 60,000 shots of a, mashed potato. Yeah.
Oh, I see. No.
And a penis.
And a penis,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. I thought you were saying it looked like a mashed potato, and I was like, you're like, Was it the Wolverine origin movie that you had to do the running naked down the corridor?
No, there was X-Men 2.
X-Men 2,
yeah,
yeah.
no. Actually, no. First day of X-Men Origins, I ran naked. I quite enjoy it, really. I like it. It's a very freeing feeling, actually.
How's the
Mutton chops on, take your clothes off. It's wonderful. Should we do it? No. Your pineapple running gag. I remember we had to go down this hallway and I had to run. I was meant to be naked, and it was very dark. I jokingly went in. I said, I want a closed set for this, and the first AD was laughing. Anyway, we went to the first take, and I'm running. It's a very intense scene where I first realised I have an adamantium skeleton. I've been experimenting. I'm naked. There's blood. And I'm like, ah! And as I run around the corner, the first AD had the entire crew of females, all the females on the crew, with like $5 notes going, woo! And of course, the first thing I did was like, oh! I did cut myself on the inner thigh. Oh! Because I saw like, oh!
When you see the inner thigh, do you mean
No, actually the inner
cock
thigh,
end?
thankfully.
Wow. Yes. DIY circumcision. Just, yeah.
I did. The guy, obviously, it's PG-13, so you can't have bits and pieces flying about, right? Yeah, the censors in America don't like that kind of stuff. And as my rap gift from Bryan Singer, the director, he gave me a bag, and it was a little bag, and it was very light. I looked inside, it had film inside it, and I'm like, what's film? And I look up, okay, that's my bits. My bits in bits. That was good.
I did a movie with a guy who's a very serious actor named Denzel Washington, and doesn't really like to rehearse a lot, just goes in there and just nails it, but you just get like 1 or 2 takes, that's it. And this is a movie called Safe House, and it's toward the end of the film, and his character's dying on the ground. It's very emotional. He's crying and all this stuff, and my character goes and sort of grabs him, and it's the one moment our characters kind of connect for the first time in the movie, and I'm holding him. I know you get 1 take of this. He's gonna give you everything, and then we're done. And I'm sitting there, and I'm holding him, and suddenly I hear, "Come fly with me, come fly, let's fly away." And I could feel everyone panicking around. I could hear the first AD going, "Whose phone is that?" And I hear one of the stunt guys go, "Whose phone is that?" And Denzel so far hasn't really noticed, I don't think. He's still kind of crying. He's still kind of in all this stuff. They finally call it, it's still playing, right? Frank Sinatra's coming out of my ass. The phone is untucked underneath, and I guess it hit that, like, Siri button or something and heard, "Play Come Fly With Me." And so I'm having just a complete nervous breakdown. I don't know what to do, like, because Denzel Washington is very intimidating. I'm thinking, like, he's just going to turn me into a liquid. So, like, what do I say? You know, and they call cut, and the first AD yells, "Who the fuck's phone is that?" Denzel goes, "Whose fucking phone was that?" And I stand up, and I look at all the stunt guys, and I go, "Who the fuck's phone was that?" I slowly kind of back out of the room. The first AD's still looking around for the guy who did it. I look at him, and I go, Thankfully, Denzel gave us another take, and he just didn't hit me or anything. He was very sweet.
Oh,
He was very sweet about it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I told him a year later, by the way.
Oh, did you?
That was me.
And actually, but Hugh Jackman, you nearly worked with Dame Judy. Didn't you?
Oh, yes. Well, no. I wish I had worked with Dame Judy on anything and everything, but there was a point where my agent rang me and said, "Are you interested in playing Bond?" Not that it was an offer for Bond. Of course, I didn't know that you were playing M at the time, but it was one of those things where I have since found out when I was being asked if I was interested, about 8 other actors were being asked at the same time.
Okay.
Including Daniel Craig. So there we go. And he killed it.
And,
I was approached to play Bond.
where are you?
He was in that one.
Not James Bond. And it's funny being on, I gotta say, being on the show with Hugh, because I've been compared to Hugh Jackman so many times. You know, the difference between us really is professionalism.
I love him.
I have very little.
Can I tell a little story about Judy?
Oh, please do.
Yeah, which you can cut out later. But the first time we met was backstage at a Royal Command performance. I think it was Hey Mr. Producer. It was 1998 or something. I'd just come to London. I was doing Oklahoma, and I was going to sing a song from Oklahoma, and you were singing Send in the Clowns. There was a number of different performers, and I will never forget this. I was so nervous. I'm in London, the Queen, the whole thing. Everyone's there. And as I came down the stairs, you were performing before me. As I came down the stairs, you were standing. The stage is right there. You were right next in the wing, and you were like this. You were going, "Why did I say yes? Why did I say yes? Why did I say yes?" And you were muttering and muttering. And I said, "Judy," you were like, "What?" I said, "You're amazing. I saw you at the dress rehearsal. You were the best thing here." And she goes, "Really?" I said, "You're an incredible singer." She goes, "Oh, shut up. I can't sing. What did I think?"
That's a great story. That's sweet. But as actors, we need that encouragement. You know what I'm saying? And we support each other. You know, so when we see somebody that's locked in and they're in the zone, sometimes the right words could just like give them that edge they need, and that's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So it's also that thing, look, finding the fire alarm backstage just in case.
That works too.